Hi everybody, the last video we did using partial fractions and polynomial long division, we broke down this equation here into its sum parts ready for integration. Now if you watch the last video you'll see how that's done. That's pretty technical technique for preparing. So what we evaluated was we got to this part here, 3x plus 2 minus 1 over x plus 4 minus 2 divided by x minus 1, all with respect to x. And we're going to present it again today in LaTeX. So I've got here, you'll see what I've got here, large brackets around the integral. That's quite a nice way to present it, because sometimes you could just end up with a small bracket. So I'll show you how I've done that in the package here. So inside the TextWorks I've got, here we go, just move this so you can see. So I've written the big integral, double S, that's the size I've opted for. Open up the integral, and I've got here, you'll see backslash left and then rounded bracket or parenthesis, whichever you want to call it. Written the integral inside there. Then after the integral is finished, I've gone for backslash and right, and then the right hand side of the parenthesis, and that will then basically seal off the brackets to be the size of the integral. So if your integral takes up 2 lines because it's got fractions in it, then the brackets will do the same as we do here. So I'll show you what would happen if I would take that out so you can see what the difference is. So let's just put the bracket in as normal, taking out the left and the right, and then we'll run the TextWorks. And there you go. Brackets have gone small. It doesn't look really very clear at all. Could mean anything. So we'll put that back in. So left and then the brackets. You could also do some straight square brackets, or you could do some curly braces if you wanted. I always choose to go for the round ones when doing integrals. It's always much better way to present it. What has he gone there for? Let's put that back in there. /right. Okay, so there we go. Let's put that back. Okay, so that's nice there. Okay, so now we're going along and integrate this 3x plus 2 minus 1 over x plus 4 minus 2 over x minus 1. This is pretty straightforward to integrate. So we can take the constant multiple out to 3 and 3 times x with respect to x, plus integrate 2 with respect to x, minus 1 over x plus 4 with respect to x. And then to make this minus 2 into minus 1, we can just multiply it by 2, take the constant multiple out, minus 2 times the integral 1 over x minus 1, again with respect to x. And then if we do the integral of x with respect to x, you get x squared divided by the new power, which is over 2. And then don't forget the constant multiple, which is the 3x squared over 2 plus, then we've got the 2, which is simply 2x, which we've got here. Then 1 over x plus 4, that's simply natural logarithm of the absolute value of x plus 4. Don't forget your absolute values, very important. And then minus 2, the constant multiple, and 1 over x minus 1, well that's just simply going to be the absolute value of the natural logarithm of x minus 1 multiplied by 2. So that's what we got there. And then don't forget your c at the end, so plus c. There's just a little bit of simplification we can do here. We could do the 3x squared plus 4x and divide the 2x, turn the 2x into 4x over 2, so we can get a nice little fraction here. Then the rest of it just stays the same. So now I'm going to show you how that's all programmed into the LaTeX to present it nicely. So I've got all my packages here, got lots of nice packages. So I've done a video before on how to set up all these up here. Some great ones there which I tend to keep in there all the time, saves me keep looking for new packages. It works well when presenting mathematical assignments. Setting up the page with integral, sumchief and YouTube demo. As you can see, I've got them here. That's setting up my header here in the page. At the bottom I've got page 1 of 1, and you'll see that's this bit here, the right foot page number. That's from the package LastPage. which is a great package there. That's this one here. Setcounter 1, so page 1 is the first. And then I've got begin document. I decided to set up my integral in maths mode. So I've gone for backslash with square brackets. That's quite a nice way to present it, and always present your text in the middle of the screen. So this integral will appear in the middle of the screen here when I've chosen this one. And you'll see I've got text and evaluate, because if I didn't put text for this evaluate, it would come up in mathematics language, which wouldn't match the rest of the text of the page. So that'll be a little bit scruffy. And then I've gone for double backslash twice on separate lines. So basically that's going to give me 3 line breaks. And then to do this mathematical language, I've gone for begin align with the asterisk. So that asterisk means I can put this ampersand symbol, and wherever that ampersand symbol is, that's my line down the page connecting all the different lines. So I've gone for my standard presentation here, which I just went through with the left bracket. Then I've gone for bigintss again, and I've lined up all my integrals in a line so they all appear on the same line. Cfrac, that's a great one to use for displaying all your fractions. Great one to try. Basically you have to have curly braces for the denominator and the numerator all on their own. So you'll see here the 3x squared. You don't actually have to have those curly braces there for the square, because that's just one symbol which is going to appear in the indice. So you could just tidy that up a little bit if you wanted. So you've got 3x squared in its own curly braces, and that's in the numerator, and the denominator you've got the 2 because it's divided by 2. And for absolute value you've got backslash and abs. That will give you the absolute value kind of straight line brackets for the x plus 4. So I put them in curly brackets so the absolute value goes inside whatever I put in there. And the logarithm or natural logarithm is backslash ln. So I've done it again here, backslash ln, and then backslash absolute value, curly braces, x minus 1, and then plus c. Pretty straightforward. And then where I've simplified it, you'll see here again I've just continued. So this time now I can put that take those curly braces out just to make it a little bit more readable. 3x squared plus 4x in the numerator and 2 in the denominator. So let's just run that, and then you always remember to block off your mathematical notation. So end align asterisk. So whenever anything has got begin and it's in green, you always have to make sure you have to remember to end it. Same as here with the end document. At the top here I've got begin document. So begin document in green. Here I've got end document also in green. Well, that's the way LaTex is. It always makes you want to do that. So now let's press play, see what happens. Okay, there we go, all ready. Okay, so there you go. That's how it's done, integration, and also how to get it into LaTeX to present the PDF. Okay, thanks for watching, and always remember to subscribe. See you next time.